Hey, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Beneficial, aka the Fitness Trucker, and I'm back with another video for all of my new drivers who are thinking about going over to the Family Dollar account and just want some insight on what it's like and what to expect. So I'm gonna give y'all my breakdown. All right, so if you're fresh out of school and you're going over to the Family Dollar account, before you could do any unloading trailers, any work for the Family Dollar account, first thing you have to do is you have to do training. You're gonna have to do a 3 to 4 week training with an over-the-road trainer. After orientation is about 2 days. You're gonna have to go in a hotel, and then they feed you breakfast, they feed you lunch, and then you gotta come out of pocket to take care of your own dinner. And after that, after the second day, you're gonna wait for your OTR trainer. Once your over-the-road trainer come and pick you up, now you're gonna go on the road with them, and you're just gonna do OTR. You're not doing no unloading. You're doing drop and hook jobs from warehouse to warehouse, dock to dock. And you're gonna be doing most of the driving, because his goal is to teach you how to drive. Because the CDL school, they don't teach you how to drive. They teach you how to pass the test. You don't learn how to drive until you come out here on the road. Once you come out here on the road and really start driving with your OTR driver, that's when he's gonna teach you how to drive in different weather conditions, drive through mountains, drive through traffic. There's all types of driving. That's where he's gonna teach you that. And you're not gonna go home. Throughout that training process, well, me, I didn't go home. I was with an OTR driver, so he didn't go home anyway. I've heard from some people who said sometimes they would go home because the person that was training them, they would go home, and if they live close to that area, then they will be able to go home too, or they would catch a train. But for most cases, that's not going to be the case. Y'all going to stay out on the road. You're going to have to sleep in the truck with your trainer. The top bunk is going to be yours, and he's going to sleep on the bottom bunk. Now, when y'all first start out the training, you're gonna do all of the driving. He may do some of the driving towards like the later end of the weeks. Your third or fourth week, he may do some driving, depending on the situation. You know, you may have a situation where the delivery needs to get dropped off and you ran out of drive time. So now he's gonna finish off the delivery. A situation like that. But for the most part, you're gonna do all of the driving. The goal is to get 10,000 miles. That's what they told me. They said, listen, if you want to get home by Christmas, because I started my training November 28th. He said, we either have to get 10,000 miles or we got to drive for at least 20 days. So that's what we did. I did my 20-day driving, and we was pretty much just going all over from Ohio to Texas, to Memphis, to Pennsylvania, to Jersey, just all over. He's teaching you how to detach the cables, you know, teaching you how to put the landing gears down. Cause you know, most of that stuff you don't do in school. So he's gonna teach you how to become a driver. Basically, when you get done with him, you'll know how to do your own route. You'll know how to pick up your own loads, the bill of lading. You know how to, when you get to these warehouses, you're gonna know the paperwork. You're gonna know all of that. And then when you get done with him, that's when you go home. You go home for the weekend or for the week, whatever you make the agreement with, as far as your dispatch manager. I went home for Christmas, so as soon as Christmas was over, I was trying to get back on the road so I could start making money. So I contacted her. I'm like, so when am I getting back on the road? She was like, yo, when do you want to come back on the road? I said the 26th. So the 26th, I got back on the road. No, hold up, my fault. I'm actually missing a step. After you finish doing your training with your over-the-road trainer, you're gonna come back to the terminal. At the terminal, that's when they're gonna test you. You're gonna have to do another road test with the company people that test you. Simple test. You drive around a block, you come back into the warehouse parking lot, and you have to do a 45-degree angle park between two trailers. Once you pass that test, now you get promoted to having your own truck. Then that's when you drive home. You drive home, you get your break, then you jump back on the road. So back to what I was saying. Once you jump back on the road for the Family Dollar account, once you get to the warehouse, now they're gonna pair you with a Family Dollar trainer. Because you know, the Family Dollar trucking is way different than the over-the-road trucking. So he's gonna train you. He's gonna teach you how to pick up your loads, teach you where they're gonna pick up your loads, your paperwork, where to pick up your rollers and all this stuff. And then you're gonna follow him. You're gonna follow him inside your own truck. He has his truck with the trailer that you're gonna be unloading, and you're gonna follow him. You follow him to the first stop. Now, the way that the Family Dollar is, you don't unload the same day that you pick up your trailer. You have to drive there and you have to sleep there overnight, because the first delivery is always at like 6 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's rarely though. For the most part, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. So you have to sleep there so you can be there by the time they wake up. I mean, by the time they get to the store, right? Now, when they get to the store, that's when you start your unloading process. He's gonna basically show you how to do all the boxes, because let's say if you got about 3 stops on your trailer, you're gonna have 3 different types of boxes. So you're gonna have to learn how to distinguish which boxes goes to the first store, which ones go to the second store, which ones go to the third store. Once you finish with that delivery, you drive over to the next store. Do the same thing, same exact process. Once you complete your second, you go to the third store. Once you complete all of that, if you have enough drive time, you're gonna start to make your way back up to the warehouse. Now, between leaving your third stop and getting to the warehouse, this is when you want to try to find a truck stop, because now you all sweaty, you got finished unloading 3,000 cases. Now you're ready for a shower. So now, most times y'all either go to a truck stop, or if you close in an area where it's close to the terminal always got showers. You go to the terminal, you can wash up there. If not, you go to a truck stop, then you have to purchase a shower. Showers could be about $15. My trainer, he actually had he had like a rewards card, and after you get a certain amount of points, you can get a free shower. So he would let me use that when it was time to shower. And then the following morning, because y'all end up sleeping there, the following morning, you drive back up to the warehouse, you pick up your new load, and you basically duplicate the same thing you did with the first load. You drive to the first store that you got that's on your load, you sleep there, so 6 o'clock in the morning you can be there, and you do the same process all over and over and over. Now, we do not work on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Those are days where you're picking up your loads so you can work on the other days. We only do loads Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Tuesdays and Thursday, the days where you focus on driving back up to the warehouse to pick up your new trailer, then driving back to your first store and you sleeping there. Now on Fridays, once you get finished with your load on Fridays, now you got to drive back to the warehouse. Same thing, drive back up to the warehouse. Now, because it's time for you to go home on a weekend, you're going to drop off the empty trailer, pick up that new trailer, and drive home. So you got to remember, right? Once you get home, you need to find somewhere to leave the trailer. So, you can't just park it on your block unless you live somewhere where they allow for you to just park anywhere. So in most cases, what we do is we park in Family Dollar parking lots. Because Family Dollar is all over. You can park inside a Family Dollar parking lot, let them know that you drive for Family Dollar and you're home for the weekend and you just need to keep your truck parked there. Now, Sunday night, after the weekend over, you get back to your truck and you're going to drive to your first stop and you're going to sleep there. Same thing. So you could be there for your 6 o'clock in the morning drop off. Now, if you end up having your first stop close to where you live at, then you could potentially leave the house Monday morning, early in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, go pick up your load, and you can do your load like that. And then Monday when you get off work, you make your way back up to the warehouse, pick up and just continue over and over and over. It's a very simple job. When I say simple, I mean as far as in the type of task that we do. It's a very simple job, but it's very strenuous on the body. It's a touch-free job. You make shitloads of money, but here's the thing. Your loads could be 20,000 pounds, 30,000 pounds. Sometimes they be 40,000 pound loads. Meaning you're unloading all of the product that's on the back of the trailer by hand. You're not doing no hand truck. You're not doing no pallet jacks. You're not by hand. You lay down your rollers and you're gonna unload every box, case by case. Sometimes it could be 2,000 cases, sometimes 3,000 cases, sometimes it may be more. But you're gonna unload everything by hand. You connect your rollers to the store rollers, and that's how you unload. So if you're not a physical type of person, somebody that's used to lifting and moving and doing all this, you gotta take that into consideration. This job is not for everybody. It's really not for everybody. It can be for you, but you just have to understand like what you're gonna be doing. You're not doing the same type of job that you're gonna be doing when you're with your over-the-road trainer. Over the road, you just drop and hook. You drop off the trailer, you pick up the new trailer, you drive to the next destination. This right here is a little bit more physical. I've had a couple back injuries, knee injuries, because man, it gets tiring, but you got to keep working. I've actually had a back injury while I was in the middle of unloading. Can you imagine that? I'm in the middle of unloading and had a back injury. I'm like, yo, but you got to keep going. So what you gonna do? What I would do is I would wear knee pads, so I can just completely get on the floor and just pick the boxes up and put them on the rollers instead of me having to stand up, grab the boxes, put on the rollers, grab the boxes. I would just wear knee pads so I can just get completely on the floor, and it saves the tension that's on my back of having to keep on unloading. And that would help out a lot. But this job is very strenuous. It's very strenuous on the body. So you have to keep in mind, that at the end of the day or in the morning or both times, we need to be stretching. You need to be stretching because your body is going to, I'm telling you, your body is going to go through a lot of pain. You're going to wake up in the morning. It's time for your 6 o'clock a.m. delivery and your back is tight. And your first stop got 1,500 cases. What you going to do? You're going to say, oh man, my back tight? Nah. So we got to be proactive. You have to stretch the body. You got to do lots of stretching. And even when you come home on the weekend, invest in going to the spa. You know, you could go to the spa, $60, and you can stay in the spa for the whole day. They got steam rooms, they got hot baths, they got massages, they got all this type of stuff that you're going to need to invest in because your body is your temple. Your body is how you make money, touch free. So your ability to move your body is your ability to make money. So if you can't move your body, if you can't bend your body because your body is aching, you got knee pain, you got back pain, like you're going to jam yourself all up. I actually trained somebody who was 68 years old. And I'm thinking to myself like, yo, why is he doing this at 68 years old? I mean, not trying to say a 68-year-old person can't do this, but that type of 68-year-old person, this guy was 6'7", a tall African guy. So you already know, off rip, he's 6'7", 68 years old. He got knee issues. He got knee pain. While I was training him, he was having problems getting in and out of the trailer. I had to help him get in the trailer. I had to, I'm like, hold up. Like, when I'm training somebody, my goal is to train them to know what to do when I'm not here. So if I'm not here, how are you going to get in and out of the trailer? Like, the store manager is not going to get in the truck, help you get in the truck, then jump back out the truck so they can receive the cases that you're unloading to them. Not at all. Not at all. But, he wanted to do it. He didn't last long. He only lasted about 2-3 weeks. And I knew that was going to be the case. I knew that was going to be the case. But, sometimes people, they need money and they looking for the jobs that's paying the most. Not taking in consideration that, I'm 68 years old and I'm unloading 3,000 cases by myself. So yeah, these are just some things that you really need to think about before coming to Family Dollar. Overall, I think it's a great job. No job is perfect. No job is perfect. You're going to find pros and cons at every job. You just got to think about, are these cons worth dealing with? At that time, the cons is not being able to go home during the weekdays. You only come home on weekends. So those are some of the cons. So you got to think like, all right, is it worth me not going home? Is it worth me putting my body through this type of pain? Is it, you just got to weigh out the options. For me, in my case, in my situation, it was worth it. I'm naturally a physical type of person. I come from working out my whole life damn near. And even when I started working jobs, I was working in warehouses. So it was right up my alley, Now I'm just driving the trucks and now I'm unloading. So yeah, you're going to make a lot of money. You're going to be able to put your family in a better position because you are able to make a lot more money. But yeah, I got videos on my channel that's showing exactly what you'll be doing from day to day. Right now, I'm just talking about it, but I got videos that actually show you going from stop to stop, you dealing with what's going on at each store. So go through my channel, check these videos out. I hope this video was able to help some of y'all come up with a decision on if you want to go to Family Dollar or not. I think it's a great job. But watch the videos out. Come up with your own opinion. And that's how you decide what's best for you and your family. So yeah, y'all. Today Friday. I hope everybody enjoy their home time. Enjoy their weekend. Time to wrap it up, y'all. Let's get it.